And we're back. So we're going to finish these up, not a whole lot more to go, and then we'll get you guys some time to do some classwork. Okay? I'm going to skip, we just did finish B, I'm going to skip down here to part E. We're going to take a look at this one. It says here, negative 6 root 7 minus 1 root 7. So there's 2 root 7s, both the same. So what we can do is, we can just take the things out front and work with them. What's negative 6 minus 1? Negative 7 root 7. It's that simple, okay? Very good. Here, 5 root 8 plus 3 root 8. We kind of get lucky again that we have the same root 8, so we can add them together. 8 root 8. But there's one little catch for this one. You can simplify this down some more. Simplify more. What perfect square can go into 8? Well, root 4 times root 2. The square root of 4 is 2. So 8 times 2 gives me 16. 16 root 2. Alrighty? Very good. Moving on. Part G. Okay, root 21 over 35. Always do yourself a favor. See if any number can go into both 21 and 35. A little sleuthing around, you can find out that 7 goes into both of these. Okay. So up top, I get root 3. Down low, I get root 5. Alright. What do we never want in our denominator? No square roots in denominator. See, I spelled it out. Okay. So, I want to multiply top and bottom by root 5. Up top, because they're both on the square root, multiply them together. 3 times 5 is 15. Down low, root 5 times root 5 is root 25. So my final thing is to just clean this up. There we go. I'm blowing up over here. Cool. Alright. I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you guys part H as well. Originally I wasn't going to, but it's actually a nice problem. Negative 1/2. What perfect square can go into 360? Well, 36 times 10. The square root of 36 is 6. Alright, so negative 1/2 times 6. Guys, feel free to use a calculator. I mean, it's as simple as saying, if you really wanted to, negative 1 over 2 times 6. Negative 3. Alright, please feel free to. It's a good habit to get into. You're allowed to use them. Feel free to. Alright. The same works for part I over here as well. I have negative 1/7. I know the square root of 49 is actually 7. Just a perfect number 7. Perfect square. And then negative 1/7 times 7. Again, just to show you guys. Parentheses, negative 1 divided by 7 times 7. Negative 1. Okay. So we are looking good. Alright. So that's about it for square roots for the moment. Now we're going to take a look at absolute value. Absolute value is the distance to 0 from the number on a number line. Okay, so you can always, distance always has to be positive. You can't have a negative distance. Alright, the best example I can give you guys is if you were driving a car down the road, 1 mile, you slam on the brakes, throw it in reverse. By the way, don't do this. Go back a mile, your odometer still goes up to 2 miles total. Alright, you're not going to go back to 0. That's called placement as opposed to distance. So properties of absolute value, complete the property column below. Use my example to help. Alright, so the property, absolute value of a regular number is itself. Okay, so absolute value of a positive number stays positive. Okay, so square root of, absolute value of 3 equals 3. Absolute value of 1035 is equal to 1035. You can pick any number you want. I recommend your favorite number. Mine's 22. Okay, the absolute value of 0 stays 0. Okay, 0, you're nowhere, 0 is itself, so you're not any distance away from itself on the number line. So I guess for your example, I mean, put a little star here, put a little smiley face because you don't put one down. Yay! Alright, Finally, the absolute value of a negative number turns positive. This is the real kicker here. The absolute value of negative 5 is equal to 5. The distance from negative 5 to 0 on the number line is 5 spots. So I can pick whatever I want here. Like I said, my favorite number, negative 22, absolute value of it becomes positive 22. Okay? Alright, on to your back. So we're going to take a look here. It says when following order of operations, the absolute value bars are considered to be a grouping. So absolute value is basically parentheses. So let's take a look at the following, okay? We should be able to get most of these done. I'm going to show you how to do some of these in the calculator as well. Negative absolute value, negative 6.7. Order of operations, work inside the absolute value first. So negative, the absolute value of negative 6.7 is positive 6.7. So boom, boom, done. Okay? Calculator-wise, how can we do this? All of your calculators have this. If you hit the math button, go to the right once. There's ABS, absolute value. So I can type in negative 0.7, 6.7, close it. And then they wanted a negative out front, so I'm just inserting a negative out front. Hey, look, we got it. Okay, so I'm going to do all these problems, and I'll show you how to check them at the end, too. Absolute value of negative 5.5. Well, absolute value of a negative turns to positive, so it's just regular 5.5. Please put down 5.5 because it just makes me happier. I don't like mixed numbers. Absolute value, math, to the right one, ABS, negative 5.5, boom, positive 5.5. Okay, nice, right? Okay, do inside the absolute value bars first. Negative 4 plus 7 is 3. Minus, 5 minus 2 is 3. Square root of 4 down low is 2 plus 4. Absolute value of 3 is 3, minus the absolute value of 3 is 3 over 6. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 over 6, still 0. Okay, this is a lengthy one, but you can do this. Because this is all up top, I have to put parentheses around everything. So parentheses, math, absolute value. Negative 4 plus 7, close parentheses. Minus, math, absolute value. 5 minus 2. Close it, close it. That's all my numerator. Divided by, parentheses for my denominator, square root 4 plus 4. And if I enter, boom. It's tricky in the calculator the more work you have, but as long as you were to put an extra parentheses around your numerator and denominator, you'll be in great shape. Okay, work inside your absolute value bars first. 5 parentheses, 6 plus 4 is 10. Minus 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay, the absolute value of 10 is 10. The absolute value of 6 is 6. That negative is outside of it, so I don't have to worry about it. 5, 10 minus 6 is 4. Multiply, 20. Boom. Okay, 5, parentheses, math, absolute value, 6 plus 4. Close it. Minus, math, absolute value, 8 minus 2. Close it, 20. We're in good shape. Okay? You can always use a calculator, so ask questions if you need help. Okay. 1/3, parentheses, negative 2 minus 7 gives me negative 9. Plus 5 minus 2 is 3. Absolute value of those things. Now the negative sign is inside the absolute value, so it turns it positive. This stays 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. 1/3 of 12, or 12 divided by 3, is 4. Check it out. Parentheses, 1 divided by 3. Close it. Open. Absolute value. Negative 2 minus 7. Close it. Plus math, absolute value. 5 minus 2. 4. No, I forgot to put. You can actually, the last parentheses I should have put there will still work out. So 4. Finally, last one. 5 bracket. Alright, inside here I got square root. Negative 1 plus 5 is 4. Alright. minus absolute value 5 minus 2 is 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Minus the absolute value of 3 is 3. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Multiply them together. Brackets are basically the same thing as parentheses. Just keep that in mind. Just to show you this all in the calculator, this one's a little trickier. I got 5 parentheses, square root, negative 1 plus 5, close it, minus absolute value, 5 minus 2, close it, we get negative 5, right? This calculator is your absolute best friend. It will help you immensely. Get comfortable with it, okay? Your school year is going to go a lot easier, especially for my class, if you can get used to this calculator. Feel free to ask questions. All the things we're doing right here will be done all year long. So the sooner you get used to it, the easier the year gets. Great, good job. Hopefully you guys are okay. You can start to work in classwork, and keep up the good work. As always, good luck. We are all counting on you.